Hey fellas, and welcome back to With a Y. Today I'm going to tell you something that you probably already know if you've been around on the World Wide Web for long enough. Everybody on this goddamn place is lying about who they are. No one is who they say they are online. That includes me, and that also includes you. And of course it's like that, isn't that like half the appeal? The thing is, some people lie about who they are a little more aggressively. Where some people are like lying by omission, where they explicitly try to keep things all mysterious and don't claim any one origin. There are some people who just lie about the origin straight up. And on Twitter, this has long been a discussion about country of origin versus the type of account you run on the platform, but it's become a focal point of discussion because Nikita Beer, the head of product at Twitter, has finally rolled out a feature that they have been talking about for a very long time, where if you click on a Twitter account's joined date, you can see more information about their account and like where they joined from. So Nikita Beer, based in the United States, connected via the US App Store. Guy says he's from the US, checks out. When this feature was being talked about initially, the fear and also excitement that a lot of people were having was that this was going to expose a lot of imposters on this site and reveal their true colors. As you can see, With a Y over here said that their origin location is pretending not to care where, which is a very funny joke that I made. But if you go to my extended information, you can see that I'm based in the US and I connected via the US App Store. This exclamation mark says the country or region an account is based in can be impacted by recent travel or temporary relocation. This data may not be accurate and can change periodically. Apparently, VPNs can also do the same thing. For me, I was connecting to the US App Store via Alaska and changed my VPN to say I was from Atlanta. Not for any particular reason, they're just like the two closest I could get to as far as spelling goes. Meanwhile, if you go to a guy like Quite's account, he has been exposed as a fraud. Guy's been pretending to be a US-based hoodie for like the last decade online. Meanwhile, they connected via the Liechtenstein App Store, and their account is currently based in wherever the fuck Edward Elric came from because they're both short as fuck. I imagine all short people originate from there, and that's where they should all stay. Now, the main group that has been getting the brunt of these screenshots saying this you and then screenshotting their location data has to be like MAGA accounts or like similar kind of right-wing accounts that like they believe in like restrictions on immigration. They are like big Trump supporters, and then it's revealed that like they're actually just a secret Indian bot farm account. This was a idea that people had been discussing well before this geolocation feature came out, where people were saying like people posting white supremacist memes are like actually Indian, like what the fuck is up with that? And a lot of people were saying it's because the profit incentive that Twitter, with Twitter Premium allowing you to make money off of your tweets getting a lot of views, created for those like who were just like farming engagement in any way they could. Rage bait, rage interactions, all that sort of shit. Like you had people saying stuff like this. People going, I'm proud to be white. And then you go to their account and they're based in India. And you know, maybe there's like a white girl living in India who is talking about things like this on the internet, but I don't think it's gonna be as many as we've been seeing around these parts. Like you had the Russian army at Russian spoof account apparently joined in India in 2009. The tough part is trying to figure out how many of these are real and how many of these are actually worth calling out, because I have a lot of respect for the people who were openly Indian on Twitter before all of this started, because it has never been easy to be an open Indian person on this app. People have been like just super comfortable being racist to Indians for a long time on a bunch of different social media. There's certainly criticisms you can make of like the government over there the same way you could any government anywhere. And while I do think the idea of like a white supremacist account actually being just like an Indian guy trying to make ends meet because the type of money he can generate via Twitter Premium by just rage baiting and pretending to be a white supremacist, and you just find out like it's just a random dude in fucking Mumbai. Like that is funny to me. And in their situation, fucking I might do the same. I'm gonna be honest. It's fucking bullshit on the other side of the world. Might as well use my bilingualness to fucking make a bag. I'm sure there's like varying degrees of how much they believe in it, but then you have like some people who are like openly Indian on their account. Like this guy fucking over a year ago was saying, yes, I am an Indian and a proud Indian, not hiding it at all, well before the geolocation feature was revealed. And then this dude's like, this bozo trying to act nonchalant to me, saying, oh, connected via the Indian App Store and is based in India. You're literally quote tweeting the guy admitting to all of it. An Indian claiming himself as an Indian. Turns out to be an Indian? So you are the fucking idiot because you got surprised by that shit already, dude. It's actually kind of embarrassing. Like, why the fuck would you highlight how fucking stupid you are, dude? I also feel for people like this who are country agnostic. It's like, I spent 2 years acting mysterious over what country I live in just for Elon to fuck it up all with a single update. Like, this wasn't an individual trying to pretend they're from America or like some place that they aren't. They were just trying to stay generally anonymous and do their thing. Okay, at Femboy Fitness, leg day, and the video they attached is fucking just glute workouts, but there's like an unrealistic amount of jiggle. Like, I'm sorry, your glutes are not jiggling when you're doing leg workouts. They're tensing up because you're working out, because you're fucking using the muscles. Connected via North American App Store, based in West Asia. I can only imagine this changed from something more specific. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know like why you would spend the $1,000 fee to get the brand account yellow check on like a Femboy Fitness account, but you do you, I guess. It's your bag. Now, the truth is, the America is oftentimes rightfully the punching bag of Twitter, but this update gave them like a new leg up and has like had people like preening over like, yeah, I'm authentically American. Because the place you see people pretending to be from the most is America, and often they're talking on like American issues despite not being from here. Like how Americans have been on here since the location update and just walking through the crowd like royalty, man. Like we feel like hot shit. Like make fun of like centrist lib shits all you want. At least those guys are like authentically from Missouri or some shit. Another very funny one that is more circumstantial than anything of actual note was people fucking looking at Toby Fox's location account based in Japan. I thought Toby was an American. And you know, they conveniently cut off where Toby made his account, which was in America. The homie's from New England. Fucking Deltarune is fucking canonically set in Massachusetts, dude. That's like a born and bred Bostonite. Maybe not born, but certainly raised. White guy from Boston LARPing as a Japanese, but it's okay because it's Toby Fox and I like him. This is mostly people joking. The account being based in Japan is probably because we know this for a fact. Toby Fox was physically in Japan recently and posted to Twitter while he was there. Maybe it'll change back, maybe it won't. I don't really care to find out. But it does make me giggle. I love how you can clock Americans without bothering to check the new country feature. And the thing they're seeing this set on that makes them say that is, wait, so if everyone is from different countries, then how do you guys all know English? Listen, man, I'm from America too, but you gotta acknowledge that most people just put more work into learning a second language than we do. That's where the cart stops and starts. It really doesn't get much crazier than that, unfortunately. We just don't put in the work like that. Average Harry over here, who you should vote for on Rising Star in the Streamer Awards, he originally connected via the UK App Store, but is currently based in the United States, a transplant as we call them. We don't like your kind, go back to your country, and this is the only person I will say this to this entire video. Now, I think the most absurd story to come out of this whole thing was the one that involved the DHS, like the official Department of Homeland Security Twitter account, the one that's been posting like ICE propaganda for like the last year nonstop and tweets like a fucking 13-year-old in the middle of gym class because their PE coach does not give a fuck if they actually participate, only if they show up. Like, there is this post going around that I'm pretty sure is faked that said the Department of Homeland Security official account was based in Israel. Like, you guys know I have no love for the DHS. I also think misinformation is bad when it comes to this scale. Even still, what I took even bigger issue with was the DHS's response to this. Like, whether this is real or a troll, the main thing the government should probably do is if they're not gonna make a clarifying statement saying this is completely false, this is why, this is a fucking hoax, just ignore it if that's not what you're gonna do, because that's the only thing you should respond with if you're going to respond. What I don't want is you fucking doing a little fucking bit about it. This is a real tweet that got deleted with an image of Trump looking shocked like, oh my god, I've been caught doing something. I've said this before. I think I've specifically said it about the DHS Twitter page. I don't like it when corporate brands try to be fucking people and personable and pretend there's like a real entity I can relate to behind the screen. But at least when like the Wendy's account is roasting random people in their replies, I can imagine an unpaid intern who's fucking doing all the tweeting for them. Like, I can humanize who I imagine behind there. I cannot do that with like a faceless government entity. And then like a few days later, they have another deleted tweet where they like had to run it all back saying, I can't believe we have to clarify this, but like, yes, it was a joke. We are not based in a foreign country. Like, I'm sorry, but you don't play with that shit, especially in the position that they're in. Like, they're run by complete dunces as far as I'm concerned. Nikita Beer had to come to the rescue and say, we do not show location on any gray check accounts to prevent acts of terrorism against government leaders. Which, as reasoning goes, it like fair enough. And from everywhere I've checked, yes, the based in Israel tweet was falsified. But fucking like, the DHS are some goddamn idiots for even playing around with that shit. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? Either way, like, it's kind of rolled back and we probably won't be talking about it in like a week's time. That's all I got for this video. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at @withany. That kwytebox email is in the description if you guys want to send me any video topics. Anyways, piss off.